much paid for. I think the majority of Frankie helped with some of it. Tyler came in as the guy who was going out DP. Tyler Marino, I have to say this. Tyler Marino is amazing. He is the guy that came in and saved me for Code 9. So if you have to edit.
Well, I want him to be a guest. I'm trying to reach out to him, and he haven't gotten back to me, but I will get him as a guest. I will.
Yeah, please. Yeah, don't stop. He just does. Yeah.
Very talented guy.
Tyler Marino came in at the last minute, offered his editing services and his DP services at an incredibly low price for me to help me get the film done, the documentary film, because he believed in the subject matter so much. I would have never been able to finish Code 9 without Tyler Marino. So here comes Tyler Marino again to the rescue. I tell him about Silver Alert, short film. He doesn't charge us a penny. I could not have done that without him. We could not have made Silver Alert without Tyler Marino. So thank you, Tyler. And so, paid whatever the cost. We had a hot air balloon ride that we had to pay for, food and stuff. And we got Silver Alert made. Yeah.
That was, I think, we filmed in 2016, and I guess you hit the film festival market in 2017, possibly?
That is correct. Yes. And I think it got into 2 film festivals.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? I know it got into Gasparilla. I'm not sure. I know it got into Gasparilla.
Okay, good. All right. So now we're moving on to, I know it's a new project. Can't say much about it, but it is called the Ortiz Sisters.
Yes.
Anything you can tell us about that?
Sure, absolutely. So Frankie and I, my son and I, or my writing partner, let's get clear here. That's, my writing partner, Frank, and I started collaborating on some of our writing. We've always collaborated. Him and I, he'd write something, he'd send it to me. I'd write something, I send it to him. So we've always been collaborating to help each other make stronger scripts. And so, Jesus, I'm so bad with time. That's always been an issue. And that's part of my PTSD issue is time frames. I don't have a very good sense of time. But my sister Joanne passed away, I think, 4 years ago, coming this July. And that was absolutely devastating to me and my family. And it was sudden. My sister has had a very hard life, and a hard life that eventually killed her. She died. Her liver gave out, her organs gave out, and she passed away. I was devastated. My family was devastated, and I did not know what to do with the pain and the grief that I was dealing with. And in order to do that, I said to my son, my writing partner, I want to write something in honor of my sister. And he said, what does that look like? And I said, I don't know. I just want to write something about trauma and how it affects women. And of course, when I talk about trauma, I talk about stuff that's happened, in my life, and trauma and sexual abuse and physical abuse and drug abuse, and how that relates for so many women and are stuck in these places, and how trauma can kill, and how you can, for some, they can't get through the trauma. It's too much for them. And for others, how you can grow and learn to become a stronger person and a better person. I wanted it to be a story about survival, but also the reality that it's not always a happy ending. And so, and how 3 different women deal with their stuff. And so we ventured on writing about the Ortiz sisters, and they're 3 fictional characters that are loosely based on, some of my life and my sister's life experiences. But we've taken a lot of creative license. These are, Marisol, Eva, and Lily are 3 fictional characters of women who have learned, we take you through their life. And if I had to give you a description of what the Ortiz sisters is like, it's This Is Us meets Bloodline. So it's about a family working through stuff, but in a much darker sense.
Is it a TV series?
We're working on a TV series. So I already had a relationship with the Global Genesis Group, and a big shout out to the men and women that I'm dealing with at Global Genesis Group. And again, this is terrible. Their names escape me. Oh gosh, they'll come to me in a second. But so I already had an established relationship with Global Genesis Group. I kind of sent, this information to them. I took the Ortiz sisters and sent it into a couple of writing competitions, and we got some great feedback. I then took that feedback and took it to Global Genesis Group, because not only are they distributors, they are a production company. So I sent this information to them. I said, hey, I have this script. I'd really like you to take a look at it. Frankie and I are looking for managers as a writing team. And before you know it, we're signing a manager's agreement with Global Genesis Group. They're representing us as writers, as a writing team. Then they take the Ortiz sisters. They look at it and they say they want to help produce the Ortiz sisters. So right now, that's where we are. I'm not quite sure where we're going. We hope to be able to continue getting the Ortiz sisters made with Global Genesis Group. Whether it be an actual TV series that we're looking to go, or a screenplay. We may be looking at doing it into a screenplay. So that's where we are. I'm very excited to be where I am right now with Frank. And, I got to say this. One of the things that I remember as a child that inspired me was watching the Oscars. And I'd watch the Oscars and I'd listen to these these stars getting their acceptance speeches and talking about never giving up and stay true to what you believe and never give up. And I would cry, hysterically crying, because I believed in what they said so much. There was something, even in the darkest times of my life, that I believed that there was something that I can work towards in my creative work. But in the dark times, I said, that's such baloney. That's such baloney. It's never going to happen. I'm working my ass off. I'm doing everything that I'm trying to do. But like I said before, if you're working from a place of true passion and you're doing it for something greater than yourself, then just keep going. Just keep writing. Keep going. Don't stop. I've accomplished a lot more than I ever thought that I ever could. And I know my work has impacted a lot of people, including my family and other people. And I don't know if I could ask for anything more than that.
Where can people connect with you online? You mentioned the Code 9. So,
to get information and to reach me about information about the film, the documentary film, and Silver Alert. Silver Alert is on YouTube. Our trailers for the film is all over the internet. Code 9 Officer Needs Assistance. But code9film.com is a direct link to the film and to get more information. Code9project.org is the way to get information on the work we're doing for first responders. We are a nonprofit organization working to help first responders all over the U.S. You can get more information about the nonprofit that came out of my creative work. We grew into a nonprofit organization, so I'm very, very proud of that. My name is Deborah Louise Ortiz. I'm on social media. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Debbie. This has been enlightening because I know you, but I really don't know a lot about your history, and it's an incredible journey.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing this. You're one of my mentors.
Thank you. Aw.
My Floridian creative family, I like to refer to you and your kids and all the people we met through Standing O and the films. It's like another
I agree.
family. Yeah.
I agree. You are my family.
Yes,
I agree.
I appreciate everything you do. And, of course, best of luck with Ortiz Sisters and all your projects. I know they'll do well.
Thank you.
And one final question.
Yeah.
Why does art matter?
Wow. That is a loaded question. But something happened yesterday to me. I had this awakening that I have put so much effort into my art, into my work, and one day I am no longer going to be here. But my film will be here forever. Art matters because what you have to say matters, and what you feel matters, and how you impact people matters, and that can live on way past any of us. And that can just making people laugh, whether it's drama, whether it's comedy. Do what you do best, because art matters, because it's forever. Art is forever. It's forever. It's everlasting.
She said it right there.
Damn.
Awesome.
That was an epiphany I had yesterday. My film will be there forever.
There you have it, everybody. Again, thank you so much, Debbie Ortiz.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. Bye. There you have it. What did I tell you? She offered such a great story, and I've gained so much more respect for her, hearing about what she had to go through in life and how she used her creativity to help her through some really tough struggles, whether it was mental, physical abuse, drug and alcohol addiction, PTSD. She found a way to use all of these things creatively. She wrote her one-woman show, Changing Violet, and acted in it. She also was able to deal with the PTSD through Code 9, Officer Needs Assistance, and it helped her and her husband through one of the toughest times in their lives, and now is being used to help others. And what was interesting, when her first marriage was giving her trouble and she put all her creativity to the side, it kept calling her. It wanted her back, because that's who she truly is. She is a living, breathing example of creativity. And what great things can happen once you honor that calling. And even if it's doing dinner theater, you may have to try that for a little while and see where that leads, because it can open up another door that you never even knew existed. And I'm sure she never thought in a million years she'd become a documentary filmmaker, but she did, because she heard that calling and found out, this is the way I can deal with this. Other people, yeah, counseling is important, doing other things, but her special talent was dealing with it creatively and making a film about it. And as she states, your creativity can help you in the healing process. It helped her. And when you're coming from a place of true passion and doing something bigger than yourself, it shows through. It does. I'm sure plenty of times you've seen a movie, a performance on stage, where you could see the person wasn't into it. They weren't really giving it their all. They were just kind of going through the motions. But at the same time, you've seen performances, pieces of art, and things that, wow, it just leaps off the screen or leaps off the stage or from the canvas. Even though that person is not physically there sometimes, you can still feel that passion coming